Hello Liz from My Roofing Crew. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your website and actually beat some of your competition online. And at the end of the video, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can answer those for you. If not, I'm going to give you a bunch of free tips and strategies in the video that you can go ahead and apply directly to your site. All right, so the 3 things we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So we'll start with just the content, and as you can see, I'm on your page. I can see you guys have all your social media linked up here, which is awesome, as well as some of your other pages with your links up there as well to easily get to those. Submit page looks good about us, some about your jobs, process, services that you guys offer, as well as all the locations that you guys kind of work in. It's very impressive. You guys are in a good chunk of the U.S. there down south. And what Google cares about the most, honestly, is all this, right? They want to see how much content you have, how much words you have, or on your page, and some of that be behind links or behind pictures as well. But really, they want to see about 1,500 words to 2,000 words to optimize your website. Now, if we go over to National Roofing Company, because they're one of the top results in the organic section, we're going to find that they have a site similar, with all their links at the top here, all their products, services, everything that they kind of do. And we're going to find out pretty quickly that they don't have 1,500 words of content either. And actually, a lot of businesses don't. But that's not a bad thing, because what it tells us is it would be easier to beat them in content. And the idea really being, if we can beat the competitors in all 3 of the topics that we're going to cover today, you would be able to beat them online. So if we do kind of a typical search on Google, and I'm just going to put in roofing Nashville, Tennessee, which is just kind of a pretty good keyword for the area. Keywords are just, common groups of words that people will frequently search online. So for Nashville, roofing Nashville TN is one of the hot ones for the area. 3 ways to get on the first page, right? You could pay for ads at the top here. You can get in the GMB or map pack here for Google My Business and be in the top 3 here. You'll show up on this main search page and you'll get a ton of clicks or direct phone calls. And the other way is to get in the organic section. That's where you'll see we have a couple directories. And I was able to find Nashville Roofing Co. right at the top 2 here. So if we were to scroll through, we'd find 10 results on each page here, the organic section. To be in the first page, of course, you want to be top 10, and a few ads down at the bottom. Now, so we talked about getting content and getting those keywords in there. So if you want to be found for roofing Nashville TN, you have to have that keyword on your page. So you got to make sure that you have those keywords in your content. And the other thing Google looks for is to see if they can trust your site. That's also going to factor into the organic section. And so I took your website, myroofingcrew.com, put it into a program that I pay for called Ahrefs, and this just allows me to kind of analyze your site. I can see you've got your headers on the top of the page here, and then we want to dive into the numbers a little bit. Your UR and DR are the 2 most important here. UR is going to be your trust with Google, and DR is going to be the power behind your site. Ideally, they should be pretty close to even. Both of these dials do go to 100. We can see your trust is at a 15 right now, with your power just under a 2. And the way to build those up is with our backlinks and referring domains. So right now you've got 60 backlinks and 11 referring domains. Now, referring domains are websites that you are linked to through backlinks. Backlinks are on your referring domains or on the other websites, and they're just links back to your page. So when somebody clicks on one of those, it's going to bring them back. It could look just like this, myroofingcrew.com, with your actual website. It could be on a button or a picture as well that when someone clicks, it's going to bring them back. So the 60 backlinks are on the 11 referring domains. Now with 11 sites linked to you, these sites vouch for you and give you some trust with Google. So of the 11, we can see 7 of them right now are pretty strong. So a good 64% there. With 15 here on the trust meter, we can see you have 16 keywords you can be found in searches for, just like we did roofing Nashville TN as one of our searches. And that's bringing you about 6 actual visitors to your website per month organically for the organic section. Now I want to hop over to Nashville Roofing Co. to give you a comparison. We can see they've got their headers up here as well. They have 209 backlinks on 82 referring domains. So with 82 sites pointing back at them, we can see 54 of their 82 are strong sites. So 66%, but the 54 is a pretty good number, bringing their trust up to 26. Their power is still really, really low, so they could definitely work on that. But their trust is pretty high, so that's going to bring them with 125 keywords that they can be found in searches for. And they're going to bring in a lot more traffic with 563 visitors to their site per month. Now, typically about 100 visitors to your site would be 20 to 30 phone calls per month on an extremely conservative side. And then what we really want to do is we want to beat them in backlinks and referring domains too, right? So how do we do that, right? We can actually look at the referring domains. We can look at all their sites, find the strongest ones that are kind of pointing back to them, giving them their trust. And we can go to a lot of those same sites. We can join a lot of them. We can get a membership. And we'll be able to get some of the same links and trust in sites pointing back to us, which would help us to catch up with them that way if we got all the same. Then we'd want to add more on top of that so we could actually get ahead of them. All right, so that's all to get in the organic section. So you want 1,500 words of content. You want to make sure you have the keywords in that content and on your page so you can be found for them. Then you want to make sure Google trusts your site by being linked to some strong and powerful sites. Now the other thing you can do is get in this map pack or GMB. And we can see right now Mr. Roof, Nashville, Don Kennedy, and Music City Roofers are the top 3. The way to get here is just through citations. That's getting your business name, address, and phone number all listed into directory sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Better Business Bureau, GAF.com, or social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all of those. If these guys had like 30, for instance, we'd want to have 130 to beat them by a lot and basically run the score up on them. But you're going to get a ton of direct calls being in the top 3 because you show up on the main page. The view all is see the rest, but the top 3 are really where it's at. You're going to get a lot of direct calls and people go into the website. And the third option is if you wanted to pay for ads, you would just have to outrank these top 3 and pay more than them. And you'd show up here at the very top. All right, thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful for you guys, as that was really my purpose for this. And I'll give you a call just in a day or so to ask if it was in fact helpful. But thank you for your time and have a great day.